So that ref Arsenal PSG match, the Champions League final. So he's not qualified enough to blow or to referee a World Cup, not even the group stage, but in the Champions League final, he's qualified. That day, that match, I was like, what is happening? Any slight touch like this against PSG, you don't blow. Anything, any small touch, you don't blow. You don't even want to confirm it. And I've always known Champions League to be more tougher than the Premier League. In the Premier League, the difference of refereeing in Champions League and Premier League is that on slight touches, they will blow for you against you in Premier League. But in Champions League, the touching, the tackle has to be significant. It is men playing in the Champions League. But that day, and it was the final. But that day, any slight touch against the PSG player like this, you don't blow. But the PSG player tackle Arsenal player slightly, you won't blow. You won't blow. You will blow. Continue. That day, I was like, "GB, this is Champions League. This is Champions League final." The when Saka was giving a look at against Dembele was bringing the ball backward, like he was like bringing it backward. So Saka like was there. Saka was on his back. Okay, Saka was supposed to just look at him and let him carry the ball on the back heel. You are doing a back heel. You are bringing the ball. You are going forward before. Then you stop and you want to bring the ball backward. Not that you are even turning. No, Dembele was not turning. So Saka leg was there. So automatically he was going to collect that ball because Dembele does not know that Saka was at his back. So why did you blow foul? Was that a foul? Any small touch like this, you don't blow. Any small touch, you don't blow. And Champions League is not supposed to be so. Or is not even Champions League does not work that way. Before a ref will blow for you, The foul has to be significant. Like we have to see the pushing. Because in Champions League, it is men. We have men in Champions League. You can against Madweke. Against Madweke, no, against Madweke. Madweke was in charge of the ball. Even if Madweke hand was in Nuno's shoulder, does that guarantee or does that warrant Nuno to pull him down? Okay, there was no obstruction. Madueke just fell on his own. If you're not going to give that kind of foul, then don't give those foul outside the box. Or is it because that one is in the box and the other ones are outside the box? In this small thing, the guy was just blowing against Arsenal. Maybe because Arsenal has frustrated him in the first half. Because in that first half, they were wasteful. Like, what's that? I don't like it. Because you scored the goal, then you are being sluggish, you are taking too much time. These are tactics, right? They are tactics. But those times they were not necessary. And this thing, me, if it was another coach, if it was Guardiola, or if you switch the coaches that day, I believe that Arsenal was going to win that match. Arsenal will win that Champions League that night. Arteta is always, I don't know, when he's playing against big team, you just like let your players enjoy themselves. Let them play their game. It's not every time you give them instruction that don't do this, and like you restrict them. And when they are not doing that thing that you instruct them to do, you want to remove them or want to query them or something. And that is not fair. Let your players play their game. Let them enjoy. Eucharist was supposed to start. Why did you buy a striker for crying out loud? You bought a striker, and on the Champions League final, this guy when he was in Sporting, he scored an hat-trick against Man City. He scored an hat-trick against Man City, but now he's in Arsenal. You don't believe this guy to start, and when this guy is playing, he attracts the defenders. He attracts the defender. He gives Saka and Trossard space to have just one-on-one with one defender,